Hey, testing, testing. Hey, so hello everybody. We're back live today because I want to finish not pulling, already got her. I want to finish the Archon quest. In order to do that, we got nothing else we need. To do. I'll try to. I don't know if I can. We gotta finish this quest first. What is this thing? This quest we gotta do. Details. 15 flowers of fallen feathers. Do this.
Hal loves being antagonistic. Just ignore him when he's mouthing off. Don't let him get under your skin.
You have to do a story quest before. This. You complete the one I need. It's over here.
Huh? What's that sound? Seems like it's coming from...
We gotta get this quest done before we can do the other one.
Oh no! Why is she crying? Should we go check on her? You know, just in case she's thinking of doing something stupid.
Thank you, Paimon.
I'd leave her be. The warriors of the Flower Feather clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for the sky.
What do you
However
mean?
despondent she
Never
might
mind.
feel now, I'm confident she'll get through it.
What do you mean aimed for the sky?
Well, in the Flower Feather clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders. But it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaurs.
Oh boy.
Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt, but unfortunately she didn't pass.
You
So it's
meant.
not hard to see why she's so...
Sorry. You mentioned going wingless. What does that mean?
Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Anyone's main
Did they
games.
get expelled from the tribe?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warriors. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying. Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. Just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that.
Whistling? Call?
Yeah. People from my tribe call to their saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying. But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only going to hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you a tour around the tribe once this is all over.
Koyer still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction. What if we could get a Kukusaur to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
Thank you, Paimon. Actually, that sounds like a plan. Oh boy. Just need to get on one of these things.
Are you running away?
Guess we have to become a Kukusaur or whatever it's called. Hello there.
It's a Kukasaur. Oh my gosh. Is this really happening? I did it. I summoned one. I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Looks like her mood's lifted. You have to wait till she's not looking. Fly out of here.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? Right now?
Oh boy.
I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers.
Yikes, so complicated. I'm out of my depth. This is way too dangerous.
Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra
Oh
maneuvers.
boy. Crikey, never cared to pass your yellow while doing all that. I need to get out of here.
Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Is someone else trying to summon a Kukasaur?
Now's my chance. And we're out of here.
Wait!
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check.
I don't think so since you left her. Go back to the bridge. Once you
I
get
got
into
a
a
corner.
fight, get out of the fire. Aggro this other one. And we, in there one thing, we great. So, to a bridge. Excuse me. So when you get to the bridge, out doing it. There.
Chaska! I summoned a Kukasaur! They do still respond to me after all! Although, unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a flight.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it, and you'll pass the trial eventually.
You're right. You know, I almost thought about giving up, but I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And how do you know my name?
These are my, friends. The Traveler and Paimon. You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming warriors in our tribe.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you. What do you mean up and coming? I'm closer to being wingless than I am to passing the trial. Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
Maybe you saw him in the stadium? Or anywhere, really. He's been all over Natlan lately, so it's not surprising that you've seen him around.
If you say so.
Yeah, that must be it.
Koyer, Chaska. Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Redo them? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected. So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate performance. This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly. I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least I could do.
Oh, okay.
Chaska, these people you're with, are they the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in Natlan. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
Excuse me.
Hospitality? That includes food, right?
Of course.
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
That's a good point.
Flower Feather Clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets the news, the better.
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the obsidian totem pole later. Collier, let's get going.
Okay.
All right, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask. That Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call, that was your doing, wasn't it? I
Maybe.
grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. His whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. So I figure you must have been pulling the strings somehow.
Can't believe you saw right through it.
He looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride, so I whistled to give him a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh? It's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to myself. You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good.
Technically a DC Koyer. That count for good?
I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good.
Luckily no harm was done in the end.
Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
Let's head to the flower camp. Land. Go up. Up.
Ready? I'm gonna get you! Uh-oh. Are they fighting? Should we try and break them up?
They're fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
Combat training? A little young for that, aren't they?
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan. And even though times have changed, we've kept our martial spirit alive.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Jessica, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary? Yep, that's us, all right.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a Kukusaur. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Mr. Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Mr. Traveler! My family shop makes the best volcano cake. You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to meet Elder Alpa in a few minutes anyway. Kotini, instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? And Yatlan, easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Okay.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard your name. Hope it didn't bother you too much. This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hands. She said to think of it as an apology gift.
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
Does smell pretty good. Tastes nice too.
Well, that's good. Natlan will be thrilled.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more, aloof, maybe?
Thank you, Paimon.
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, there was a period when I was like that. Around the time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a stalemate that can only be resolved by force.
It's all by force, meaning beating both parties into submission?
Yep, exactly. As long as other options are available, I try to avoid that at all costs. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue actually benefits both sides, even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're both armed to the teeth.
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get
Oh
you.
boy.
Oh, thanks, Traveler, Paimon. Got a dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Wait, are you running away?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
Trust Chaska to make even running away sound cool.
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay? I'll explain everything later.
Okay, so let's split up.
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the Traveler in Paimon. I heard Chaska was with you, but I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Sorry, who are you?
Who am I? Only her father. She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it. But she's already missed 3 checkups this year. That's 3 out of 4.
Abyss condition?
Yes. She got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her
Excuse
birth
me.
parents abandoned her. It's lucky those wild cuckoosaurs found her when they did, or she wouldn't have made it. They took her under their wing and raised her as one of their own. Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. But she was practically feral at that point. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight, or she'd run away to be with the Saurians. She seemed to prefer them to her own kind. She might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
Sounds like there was more going on than just being aloof.
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the only one who can control it. Anyway, she's much more human these days.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding the checkups because she thinks it'll stop you guys from worrying about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. She knows she needs to be careful. If her condition ever took a turn for the worse, she wouldn't be brushing it aside like this.
Then what's there to worry about?
It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine. The problem with her is, she's her own worst enemy. She's been living dangerously again, I'm sure of it. That's why she's avoiding the checkups. She wants to hide it from us.
Yeah, Paimon can see her do.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her. Now Koichi's gone, and I don't want to lose another daughter. Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow. Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for me. Even if she doesn't want to hear it. If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore, that's fine. I just want her to stop putting herself in harm's way.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should be back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right?
Talk to her.
Hey, Chaska. Hey, Alba.
Oh, what's with all the cats? Sorry, keep you waiting.
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say?
They used to run away from home nearly every other day, and nearly half your peers got beat up by you as a kid.
I was sometimes a little impulsive back then.
That's putting it mildly.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in.
Excuse me.
Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior of the Flower Feather clan.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now. Renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down.
Really? Had you done like elite warrior like Chaska?
Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Natlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part!
Didn't you just gorge yourself on a bunch of volcano cakes?
They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space. Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alpa? There's...
What is it?
Something's come up.
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with
Yes,
it?
It's... Some merchants showed up, not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
Wow, what a busy schedule. Guess that comes with being an elder, huh?
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Help the digestion process. We're not here for a free run lunch.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize, and Junon spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Let's talk to the wingless. Our
As long as you've thought it through, just
one
go
of them is
for it.
right here. Talk to him. And
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with my life now.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials. Huh? Mutona?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days? I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future for a seasoned warrior like you.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach the skies. Handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react, the looks on their faces, that's enough for me.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll see why I love it so much.
a little busy at the moment, but next time, sure.
No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
It's to our here.
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life like it's a game. No Kukasaur's ever going to approve of that, no matter how many times I try.
Waskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurs wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a few more games of Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
He used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaur's approval.
Are all Kukusaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and Eyes on the Feathered Prize seem pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences. So we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Even if it means breaking their hearts.
Third one. There.
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Natlan again, huh?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
The flying squad is hosting retrials again soon. Wanna give it another try?
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already that I've decided to call it quits for good. I'm done. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass just because they're holding another trial.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother than before. Koyer's gonna try again.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder Alpa. Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? Chas... I guess they told you already then. Come on, let's go train
I
together!
want to.
What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you? I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again. Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. Alright, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me? I mean... Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up in the air and figure it out as we go. Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, she chose a hard way.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
It's quite-
It's been a few days since the battle. Hopefully the tribes are getting back to normal. The Flower Feather clan was hit the hardest, right? That's Chaska's tribe.
into Feather Clan, which where?
Wait, isn't that Yansan? Wonder what she's doing here. We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to now?
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
All right, I'll start by moving the boxes over.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know. You see that?
Boy.
Perfectly defined. I can lift this stuff up with one hand.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed. What?
Oh boy.
Back.
Of course.
I knew I should have trained harder.
Yansan! We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts.
Yes, right, you're a sports coach.
What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon's
True.
current meal plan. Like today, Paimon just had some blaze meat stew, fried shrimp bean balls, sour sauce kipper,
Oh
and
boy.
stuffed and mashed potatoes. That's practically nothing. Kale juice? Wait, isn't that your favorite drink, Traveler? If Eon-san's going to make some for free, Paimon would feel terrible if you won't get to try it. Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
This one. Look for
The
Chief.
trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.
Eon-san, Traveler Paimon. I'm so glad you're here.
Cold. So cold. Duarte, are you there? I'm drowning! And there's
Oh,
something
boy.
in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
The abyss. The
Oh,
abyss
boy.
is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me, too.
But we haven't been eaten.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done.
Could
We
cause
found them
this.
unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
The soy thought?
Wave
What's
off.
that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True, it poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
I could try to help.
You can purify abyssal power. Might as well give it a try. It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? You don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
What is it, Eon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
Lots of them. Talk to the individual. Unlock this area too. Sorry.
Okay. Is this really necessary?
So dark. So cold. I want to go home. Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
Oh boy.
No. Please. Just leave, Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
Can you find out?
My friend. Is he any better? Duarte? Oh yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
Hey, we don't need a real Duarte. What did he look like?
He was a bit on the smaller side, but other than that, he was just your average Kukasaur. Well, hold on. What are you planning?
Just need to impersonate him.
No problem. Thank you for...
Duarte?
Step forward.
How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
This heavy. Oh.
That hurt.
Oh boy, that was the
Duarte,
wrong.
you have to get out of here. There's something in
Didn't
the
work. Oh,
You sense it, don't you? This place is dangerous. Still. Hearing you make that noise reminds me of our first few battles together.
he's still hallucinating.
You were such a little thing back then. And I also had no idea what I was doing. You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. We're almost at the surface. No.
Getting suspicious.
Duarte? Wait.
Oh, great.
You're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here? You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? I'm so sorry. Thank you.
So, off to the second visual. Look underneath the bridge.
Don't.
That hurt.
You've got to learn from the cuckoo soars if you want to fly high like they do.
Here is the second person.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me. It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. It will devour everyone. One day, we'll...
Oh boy.
Miss Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than a Toko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
Ion-san, I heard you cured a Toko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra... I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ian-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle? Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was
boy.
little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear that they could not get over no matter what.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior, and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even if she buried it deep within herself, the fear still never left her.
How can we help her?
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only family I have left.
Family? If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, but it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss.
Abyss
It's
isn't
a
in
death sentence. Just like what happened to Mom and Dad.
defeated countless monsters already.
I'm no warrior. I'm just a cow.
Kochita.
I think you just need to fight it one more
Fight it.
time.
One more time?
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there
There's no turning back.
I'm coming too!
Find the Abyss monster.
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world. But I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. They told me to run. I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down.
Stay away from my brother!
Let's help her out!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite! I'm not done.
Go.
I can do this. I have to do this.
Let the show begin.
Joey.
Doesn't look good.
Go away! Where are the rest? Where are they hiding?
You defeat them. They are not coming back.
That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes, ready to devour everything in sight. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them before.
She's back to normal,
Kuchita! What just happened? That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe I never made any progress at all.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger. From now on, we're in this together.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable. I finally feel like myself again. I think I'll rest here for a bit.
I'll keep you company.
Good plan.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess he really can do the impossible. So all those rumors about the Traveler really are true.
Kochita's getting better, too.
You helped too. You got them through nationals. You helped a lot too. You got them to the initial stage of panic.
Yeah. Honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon platform. We only found a solution this time because you kept your cool and took control of the situation. You deserve most of the credit. Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
That's why she was so against it.
That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything?
Thank you for the advice.
Well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is giving other people strength.
Ian-san, bad news.
Oh boy. Now let's see what's wrong with this guy.
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right. Koichi's not... She's not here anymore.
This guy.
What are you doing, Oko-lan? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is... Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. Careful! He's not him...
Oko-lan!
I got him cornered.
Fight him.
So, he thinks we're Abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Give me your worst!
To fight him.
Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe!
Let's dance.
Mom, Dad, Archon. This is my final battle!
Please, son. You've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters. Give me my... Look, Oko-lan! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
I'm fine. Please, don't hurt my son.
Got him.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
He knows how to fight.
Oh, Coatlan.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice.
Captain.
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The draft of lucid.
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush!
Great.
Give me your worst. Hurry! He's a—
Please, give him the in his mind. All his fam—
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What are you— my head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the Abyss took over the tribe.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I ask your name?
Just Capitano.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home any time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Thank you. You
Think
saved the
nothing of
day.
it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right. When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished.
Alan hasn't forgotten you. Why don't you want to use your name from 500 years ago?
It may seem difficult to understand, but the reason is really quite simple. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with a draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, he even gave himself up for a chance at success. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
At a cost, no matter the sacrifice. Sounds rare familiar.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
Oh, that possessed aura on Guthred, wasn't it?
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be...
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to
If you have other questions...
Wait. Upana wants to know how you eat with the mask.
Here is something I
Natlan
want.
must pay the price for Malika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Malika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
The captain knows something about the Ruler of Death. Not get this opportunity.
In the
I swear
garden
the Ruler of Death.
cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean.
First immortality. Don't know what I expected, but this is.
The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Hey.
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds me...
Excuse me.
They just seem so
So,
tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long? Sure took your sweet time. Wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty
thank you,
Dragon Lord,
Aha.
the whole Aha waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll...
Thank you, Ganesh.
Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo! Everyone's here!
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you! Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Ah, just in time, Traveler.
Thank you, Paimon.
It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Pretty smooth.
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan.
Why you need
I
them
need to
here?
ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me... okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Chaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
We were just doing our part. We're glad everything worked out.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler.
Boy.
Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
All right, then, to start things off...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why?
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't.
True.
It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's
I don't think that's the same at all.
So basically you want us to leave the pilgrim...
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Seat Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting!
Been traveling together for even longer.
You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you and them.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natlan.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story.
Boy.
Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick.
That took longer than
Paimon
expected.
gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moika, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Leave this one. For 2 days. Do that. Do fast forward time.
We just got a
Let's
message
go to
from
Weary
Malika.
Inn.
She says to meet her at the speaker's chamber tomorrow. Does that mean your ancient name is ready to be forged? Let's get some good rest today. We need to be at our best for this special moment.
Am I? Is this the Night Kingdom? How did I get here? Which is feel dizzy. I can't think straight. Let me try to take a look around. War up ahead. Return to life. I think it's so dense here. It's in really bad shape. The ley line's even worse state than last time we I like to beat the abyss. This place go back to normal. It's been getting ravaged for hundreds and thousands of years. Yeah, light. I can't believe something like this still exists in this place. Come on, those things on the footlight. What are they? Years. I passed through the wall of light. It felt like my whole body was frozen. It's the Lord of Night's protection can't reach this place. The cold darkness is suffocating. All I hear are cries from exhaustion and pain. How long can these souls exist in torment? Long before it ends. There's someone here.
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, the flames of war continue to rage. We have long shed the last of our blood. Stay strong, my soldiers.
What's the captain doing here? What's he saying?
One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
Morning, traveler. Did you have a nightmare? Paimon could hear you tossing and turning in your sleep. Maybe you're just nervous for the final battle?
Oh, it's a dream. I could barely remember it. Everything that happened seems so hazy. Trying to remember is giving me a headache.
Traveler.
Okay. Everybody's healed.
Come on, we can do it.
Fully healed.
Give up. Hesitating will do you no good.
Don't worry.
I see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to forge the name. You won't need to push back the plan.
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to announce the matter to everyone.
Don't worry, we should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now. The Pilgrim's Chronicle should have enough records of his adventures.
Come in.
Hey, Malika! Oh, Shilonen and St. Lolly are here too! Hello!
We were just talking about you. I invited you here for 2 reasons. First, there's the Traveler's ancient name, which is ready to be forged.
Oh yeah! You need the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? The device the Lord of the Night gave us?
I brought with me.
Perfect. Could I take a look? Yep. Well, it looks good. This is definitely enough to work with. Usually the first step in forging an ancient name is performing a ceremony to extract memories from the ley lines. But since the Lord of the Night gave us this record, we can skip that part. Still, I've never used something like this before. This is an entirely new material for me, so I need to look into how the process might change.
I'll help you. My knowledge on the Lord of the Night and the Wyab might come in handy.
That brings me to the second matter. As you already know, once your ancient name is complete, we need to venture into the deepest part of the Night Kingdom. That will happen in 3 days' time.
3 days? So soon?
Start getting ready. That won't be a problem.
You're worried about the Traveler, aren't you?
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought, and Paimon's not very good at thinking or fighting to begin with. This plan could save countless lives. Paimon understands why people would want to be a part of something so important, but all this time, Paimon has barely left the Traveler's
Just
side.
trust us. We have to be ones to
That's
do
right.
this.
And as long as we win, the Ode of Resurrection will return us to this land. The Night Kingdom is a realm of souls and memories, where mental fortitude outweighs physical strength. All in Natlan are resolved to win this war. The sacred flame will connect us to their fighting spirit. We will do whatever it takes to win. So if you want to contribute, just cheer us on, alongside all the people of Natlan. For the Traveler, I'm sure your words of encouragement are among the most important.
The most important? Really?
That way we'll still be like we're together.
Overcoming danger. All right.
It's less about volume and more about mental focus.
Of course, this
Thank
all
you.
depends
So
on
long.
otherwise the Traveler will not join me. That is the
Don't worry. I swear on the honor of my tribe, I will not fail. I know how important this.
There's no time to lose. Let's go.
All right, everyone. When we meet again, it will be to deliver the ancient name.
Good luck, you two. Three days, huh?
From what I've heard, the two of you have helped more than enough. You should take a well-deserved rest. Even if there are stray abyss monsters out there, our warriors can handle them. Don't worry.
Till things haven't returned to normal, resting is my style.
Exactly. We can't take a break. We're adventurers. We still have a long journey ahead of us and so many...
I see.
What
In that
about you?
This final battle is extremely important to me. The culmination of my life's work. Still, I think you've got the right idea. I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan on using these 3 days to calm my mind and work on a painting.
Oh, you...
I just learned, actually. I hear it takes a lot of practice to get any good. It could be anything, though. What I really enjoy is the process of getting better at something through practice. It's how I relax. Of course, that's only when I have the time. I'm usually too busy.
So that's how you relax. Well, it definitely seems like
I'll
you're
leave it to you then.
So, if Moika relaxes by working really hard at something, that basically means she never takes a break, right? Wow, she's definitely something else. Oh, hello!
There you are. We made
So loud, bruh. Something wrong.
Other than our plan almost falling through, nothing at all. The preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't make it before you left on your next big adventure.
Well, if you hadn't overslept...
Details! Anyway, come on. Let's go to the people of the springs.
Hold on. Tell us what's going...
Oh, yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, we know about your super important mission coming up, and we want to give you a proper send-off. Before the pilgrimage, we usually hold a huge feast. All you can eat, with meat by the tableful.
Ooh, all you can eat?
I knew that would pique your interest, Paimon. You can eat to your heart's content. You won't want to miss out, I promise. Of course, there's not just meat, but also all kinds of fruit, vegetables, desserts, drinks, you name it. You won't be disappointed.
That sounds amazing! We're in!
Did you just say we need to live up to our titles adventures?
The best adventurers know how to go past. It sounds like this feast is in your honor. It's our fault for not telling you earlier. So it's okay if you can't make it. Still, if you're... It'll be super fun! Plus,
Okay.
yes, huh? What's the holdup, Traveler?
Why don't we invite Mavika?
Isn't she paint? Is that okay? It's not like we prepared anything fancy.
Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. She's the Archon, after all. Maybe it's not our place, but we might as well extend the invitation.
Then who's gonna be the one to...
All of us, of course.
Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people of the springs for a feast.
Ah, I see. This is a special kind of feast, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a tradition to hold a feast before battle. We couldn't miss out on this opportunity. It's our way of cheering you on.
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for saving me from the Night Kingdom.
That was my duty. Besides, it's all in the past now. You don't owe me anything. Although, this feast does sound rather interesting.
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her. You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand banquet on my account. I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person, not an Archon.
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or something.
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A lot of things can change once an Archon is involved. A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on waiting for me to eat first.
Oh, yeah, Paimon can see that.
Don't worry, I'll jump in if that happens. I can throw manners to the wind, no problem.
No need, I can take care of
What
it.
about your pain?
I don't need to finish it. I enjoy the process, but now there's something more interesting to do.
Then let's go.
Evil spring. In their delivery.
You're kidding. Another one? But this is just a small send-off. What are we going to do with all this stuff? Then again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. What a headache. Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the... Archon? What are you doing here?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary. What's going on?
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, so I didn't think many people would come. But the turnout has been overwhelming. Not to mention, we've received a small mountain of deliveries. There's no way we can use all this stuff.
That's our Star Outlander's popularity for you.
So you remember that nickname?
Everyone's here because of us? Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has spread all over Natlan. Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. A lot of people are here just to thank you, or wish you good luck. Basically, this whole thing is happening because so many people wanted to see you.
Was my idea.
Wicca and the Traveler are in this together. They both deserve a celebration. Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party. All this extra stuff was gonna go to waste anyway.
No need to go to all that trouble on my account. That's not why I'm here. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is the last thing we need.
That's true. Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. That was always Auntie Atea's job. Sorry. I'm just feeling a bit in over my head. Oh, speaking of Atea, how is she? Is she feeling any better?
Actually, there's something we haven't told you.
Oh boy.
Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time. She was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, she showed no pain or sorrow. In her final moments, her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize, so I decided to attend in her memory.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it up. Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us to remember her with tears. Parties like this were her specialty. But now, it's up to us to carry on her legacy. So we can't let her down. Believe me, she has high.
Yeah, that sounds...
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone. Oh, Chief Amina and our guests of honor excluded. Kachina can each time... Wait, you...
Amina, you mentioned something about a surplus of supplies. I may have a solution. First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies to stay for the gathering. If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to the sender as well. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend, but you're no longer accepting donations. In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted, and donated to the appropriate areas.
That would be such a big help, Archon! Thank you! I'll get on it. Amazing plan, Malika! It was clear, concise, and organized. But, weren't you trying to keep this small?
I don't mind increasing the size of the gathering, I just didn't want it to be because of me. My approach to problem solving is always the same. Different solutions lead to different outcomes. The method may change, but the right choice is always grounded in logic and reason.
Whoa. Hana feels like she just learned a thing or two. Well, should we take a walk while everyone finishes the preparations?
Yes, we
Sounds
already
good.
guess
A
honor.
casual stroll can be hard to come by. Let's go.
If we don't solve the crisis in the Night Kingdom, war will continue to ravage our nation. We've achieved a brief moment of peace, but we can't get complacent. Even if it's not in the front line, like fortifying our defenses, eliminating remaining and coming together like this.
Archon, what is it like in the depths of the Night Kingdom? We really can't go with you?
No. That region has been completely corroded by the Abyss. Without protection, an ordinary person would not last a minute.
Oh, I guess we'd only get in your way. Then, this really is a battle reserved for the gods.
Fear not. I've been preparing for this moment a long time. This duty is mine to bear, and I will succeed.
Is this really necessary?
Yes, Coach!
Are you still helping rebuild the tribes?
I heard about your efforts. The Speaker's Chamber can take it from here. It's more effective to have a focused task force, and the speaker's chamber can contact the Fatui directly for more doses. The worst is over, so it should be fine. I'll confirm it myself later. I'll be in touch with next steps. I just need you to...
Wow, that's... Nothing. We're just taking a look around.
What have you been up to?
Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just asked Kanich to help identify some of the unknown casualties from the battle. The fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless humans and Saurians were dragged into the conflict. So a lot of investigative work is required to confirm their identities.
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered, right?
Exactly. That is how we, as the living, respect our heroes and the values of their lives. So let me know if you need extra help, Kanich. Understood. Thank you for your hard...
Oh, Gramps, Archon. I swear I've been on my best behavior recently.
Paimon knows it's just how you talk, but you've gotta realize how suspicious that sounds, right?
I am curious, though. Are you still working with the captain?
No, I don't have a reason to follow him anymore, so my life is back to normal. Growing vegetables, raising aphids... Well, maybe not completely normal. I'm still keeping tabs on the situation in the Night Kingdom. The ley lines are in a bad state.
We plan on bringing that to an end.
I know. You and Gramps, right?
Gramps.
You're going to become great heroes. And the most I can do is weave a scroll of your deeds.
Oh, you know how to do that?
Most people from my tribe know the art, but I'm not very good. I can never seem to empty my mind. We commemorate the deeds of others as a form of inspiration. But rather than waiting for someone else to be inspired, isn't it faster to just take things into your own hands?
Well, there are always things we can't do on our own.
I wouldn't phrase it quite like that, but Paimon's not wrong. Time will give you an answer. I know how you feel, Auroron. It took me a long time to find my place in the world. I'm more mature now, but that passion, that drive to prove myself, I miss it sometimes. Maybe you'll change in the future, but you can still be proud of who you are now.
You're saying I need to live in the present?
Just do what you think is right.
Thank you, Archon.
Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast. Oh, but if there are still people you want to see, that's okay. We can head over later, too.
so full. I'm practically a blubber beast.
Well, what's that?
A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture of one?
Oh, it sounds so... Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and I'll even join in! Wow, she must have been a great fighter to keep up with you.
Wait, now that you mention it, I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self, brave and stern, always with that indescribable warmth. I've never had a dream that felt so real. Just like you said, it felt like I actually got to see her again.
So it wasn't just me.
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell Paimon you dreamt of your aphids or something.
It wasn't just them. Some of the Gramps and Grannies who looked after me were there too. Growing up, I could always hear a degree of guilt in the way they spoke to me. It's why they never asked anything of me. Why they gave me so much freedom. I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own dreams, nothing changed. They sounded exactly the same, just like real life.
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of Io's grandparents. Io? Oh, right, your Saurian companion. Io's grandparents fell to the abyss during the battle, so it's been really hard for him. He's barely been eating. I set up a tent near his home so I could be there for him. And I had a dream that his grandparents came back. I was so happy. In the dream, Io seemed like his normal self again. But it was only for a moment. And then I woke up. In real life, Io is still struggling. He barely sleeps or eats. But it's all right. I'll be there for him.
It's had dreams, including me. Could we relate somehow?
Traveler? Chaska? Did you two... Oh...
Thank you, Paimon.
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide. I dreamt about Koichi. She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so she doesn't need to pick fights with me anymore. Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. She would never say anything like that to me. It was a dream. Nothing more. It's fine. I'm the one being a buzzkill.
Well, what about you, Traveler?
You're kidding. The captain?
No, of course not!
Maybe the Traveler's dream is a different kind of phenomenon.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the Divine Throne. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past selves. Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The Traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, exactly.
So, the Traveler saw the captain's future?
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I tried to take a look? If I can observe your soul, I can find out the key elements of the dream.
That's
You're
incredible.
thinking
Power
of the
reminds me
Dendro
of
Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon. Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. We also need the full cooperation of the dreamer. Otherwise, the process could be used to violate the privacy of others.
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, Traveler?
I'm curious.
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out the ceremony somewhere else.
Oh.
I never knew you could make it this way. This formula is new to me.
Your granny never taught you about incense making?
No. She usually just lists off the ingredients and tells me to follow the formula.
Then you still have a lot to learn from her. All right, we're ready, Traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep. Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything's all set.
So, you just need to take a nap? Sounds easy
See you
enough.
later.
This is...
Here, have some water. It'll help to clear your head.
You're awake already, Traveler? That was fast.
Feel like a
It
few
was
minutes.
enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Huh? It was him? Guthred, right? The military doctor?
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Eon-san. He was the one who developed the draft of lucidity, a drug that could help people with hallucinations.
I see. After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, I managed to track down some information. The record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas of justice.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense of... honor?
That makes sense. The best partners are those who complement each other.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was famous in Natlan.
Yes.
Sorry
but
about
unless
that.
he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natlan's legendary heroes.
Guthred is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is a pretty famous tribal legend. But there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met. And yet, the figure in your dream looked exactly like him.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the Traveler saw was Guthred's soul.
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his soul could have survived that long.
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The Ruler of Death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint, sometimes strong.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthred's soul inside of him all along?
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people shouldn't be able to carry the souls of others. It's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction in those with fragmented souls.
Captain didn't react at
I
all.
even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one piece.
Maybe it has something to do with Guthred then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthred's soul is likely the key to figuring out the captain's true intentions.
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked together for quite some time.
No, he rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to save Natlan, but it never went beyond that.
Let's come back to this later. One final step, and we save Natlan for good. That must be our focus. I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless, I doubt his goal will interfere with our plan.
Yeah, he's definitely up to something. But there are far more important things for Paimon to worry about. Like if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points. But
In any case, conjecture will only get us so far. It might be more useful for you to ask the captain directly, Auroron. With any luck, he might just tell you the truth.
Huh? Me?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work with just anyone. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, posing the question directly is the wiser choice.
I'm not so sure, but I'll give it a try.
All right, let's head back.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a close, let's hear it for—
Good luck.
You've got this!
For Natlan!
Thank you, everyone. Today has meant so much to me. It's been a long time since I had the chance to truly relax.
yeah, today was great.
Thank you very much.
That concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any volunteers willing to stick around for cleanup, follow me!
Oh, I'm in.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make up at the speaker's chamber.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon. Anyone else heading to the stadium? We can go together.
Yeah, I'll come. There's a few things I want to pick up before I head home. No one really needs a peacemaker right now, so I think I'll spend some time with my parents.
Okay, see you soon!
Time for me to head back too. Oh, wait. I should stop by Aoife's place first. I need to make sure he's taking care of my radishes.
Of course you do. Well, safe travel. Oh, wait! Paimon wanted to ask something. Where was the How this whole time?
You put him in timeout.
What goes around comes around.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I should head out too. It's gonna be super late by the time I get. I think I'll go see Shilonin. She's probably done with your ancient name.
soon.
Yeah. Well, we also don't have anything to do, so why don't we go together?
Sounds
oh,
good.
it's okay. I'm not alone. Still, if you want to check on the progress, we should. Let's go.
This.
Help!
They are.
you first arrived in Natlan? It was still light out, and we traveled on this road together. It was the day before the pilgrimage, and we met up with Kanich and Mililani. Wow, feels like it was just yesterday.
Had a lot of adventures.
Yeah, you saved me from the Night Kingdom. You helped us win that battle against the Abyss. And the final battle is just around the corner.
Yes, he set you off to battle. Now you get to do the same.
Oh, I was so nervous the night before the pilgrimage. But your words of encouragement made me feel a lot better. I slept so well that night. And earned the best score I've ever had in the pilgrimage. So, if you're... I've learned so much from you. But I doubt I can return the favor.
Don't worry, I'm not nervous.
I knew it! Alright.
Yeah. Go for it.
Is there anything fun to do in the north?
This is where we met Toto, isn't it? Yeah, but Toto probably won't be able to come back here for a while. During the battle, Toto refused to leave this place. Monsters started closing in and he got really injured. But an amazing doctor saved his life. The doctor said he refused to leave because of his territorial instincts. I have a different idea, though. Toto is a gentle creature. He's not aggressive or territorial. He loves his home and wants to share that with everyone in the area. I don't like conflict or violence either. Toto and I are similar in that way. But we want to protect the things we love from being destroyed. So, we chose to fight. Love is an extremely positive and powerful emotion, but sometimes it comes with pain. That's what my dad always... Now I finally understand what he meant.
So
It's
very
all right.
brave.
The fact that I was born in this era that I got to meet. I've always wanted to see what Natlan would be like without the Abyss. And now, that day is just around the corner. I know you two can win this. Yeah, it's time to get this over with. We've still got a long journey ahead of us.
Thanks, you two.
We're almost there. Wait, that's Hanwi. Hey, Hanwi, what are you doing here? Oh, let me introduce you. This is Aya's mom. Hello. Oh no, you seem worried. She left. Come on, let's follow her. She's really freaking out. What's going on? Oh, it's because... Oh, right. You said Io's grandparents died in the battle. Yeah. When the Abyss attacked, Io's entire family fought to defend our tribe. Io's parents made it through. But his grandparents weren't so lucky. The whole family was really close, and now Io barely sleeps or eats. Maybe he thinks his grandparents are still out there somewhere. Hey, Io. It's me. I brought some steak for you. Nope. It's like, Traveler, doesn't this situation remind you of a bit... Huh? What's... According to the captain, it's a kind of mental disorder that results from a bit... It can cause hallucinations, mental break... That does kind of sound like what's happening to I... It's hard to say for sure. It's possible.
Well, she doesn't.
That medicine... Okay. Yeah, better say... You're okay? Thank you so much! That medicine is amazing! Done eating, Io? And you should get some rest. Okay. Thank you so much, you two! You helped save Io! Could you share some of that medicine with me? Of course. You know, I used to take a lot of things for granted. But the battle taught me that very few things in life are permanent. It makes the things we love even more
Feel the
precious.
same way.
So, actually, that's something I learned from you. You really taught me a lot.
Give me too much credit.
Really? So you think I'm doing a good job?
How about friends?
Thank you. Bye, Io. Bye, Hanwi. Bye, Anpea.
Back home.
Watch this!
we're here. That was
After you visit Shilonin, you should come over for dinner. You can stay the night, too.
We wouldn't want to impose. Let's see how.
Totally up to you. Bye.
When you think about it, we actually haven't known Kachina that. Our journey in Natlan feels like it just started, and now it's about to end.
There's still a lot of places we have not
Just have
seen.
to add them. All right, time to go check on our.
Going.
Oh, it's you two. The party's over, I'm guessing?
You knew about that?
Of course. Everyone in Natlan is rooting for you. Shilonin is working on the last part of your ancient name. It's best not to bother her when she's in the zone. Your name is a special case. There were quite a few headaches along the way, which slowed the progress.
This is already faster than
I
expected.
told Shilonin if we hurry, we might make it to the feast in time to snag the last round of barbecue. I was just teasing, but she gave it some serious thought, nodded, and really hit the ground running after that. It's like my joke lit a fire under her or something.
Sounds like she really wanted that barbecue.
Yeah, it's a favorite in her tribe. I bet she still hasn't realized the feast is already over.
Wait, should we go make some for her then?
Looking forward to
I
that much.
appreciate the thought, but there's no need. I can tell what time it is. The light outside is a dead giveaway. Besides, I knew it was a joke, but we were having a serious conversation at the time, so I decided to give a serious response. Well, anyway, I have something more important to show you. Here, take a look.
Wow, it's your ancient name!
Tumaini, a name surfaced from the very bottom of the River of Souls. It means hope.
A light to guide us through the darkness, like the stars or the moon. It's a perfect fit.
Amazing! Does this name come with a cool chant like the others?
Of course, but that'll come later. The Traveler is the first bearer of this name. Those words will emerge naturally during his journey. Once you return triumphant from the battle, I'm sure you will have fully understood why the Lord of the Night chose this name for you.
Everything's ready. Now we just need to strike.
Well, getting this name turned out to be easier than Paimon was expecting.
It all came down to the Lord of the Night's power. This situation is the first of its kind. Heck, I doubt we'll ever get a chance like this again.
Imagine receiving that much help from the Lord of the Night only for our most trusted engraver to fail. That would have been so embarrassing for humanity.
Well, success was never a question. You just like to make things seem dramatic. It's all those novels you read.
Hey, it's not like I wanted you to fail. When you've been alive as long as me, you learn that anything can happen.
Okay, it all worked out in the end.
Your name was successfully forged, and it passed all my technical tests. But there's still one more step. We need to make sure the name has accepted you, and will function normally in your possession.
An Outlander has never received an ancient name before. I wouldn't be surprised if something equally unprecedented happens when you connect to it.
So you're saying it's still too early to celebrate? Well, when it comes to something this important, we can't leave any—
Oh, don't worry, the process is simple. We can find a quiet place to test it out after dinner. Basically, I need to observe whether your soul can connect to the ley lines, and make sure there are no signs of rejection.
Last time, you essentially barged into the Night Kingdom. But now we must make sure that it will truly accept you. Just leave it to me. I'm a professional.
Just like that.
And you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back.
Huh?
If forging an ancient name consumed the memories used to create it, the first person to bear the name would never be remembered. The Pilgrim's Chronicle is still the most significant proof of your adventures in Natlan.
Thank you.
No need to make a fuss.
Come on, I'll take you to my favorite
barbecue.
Oh, well, I forgot to mention, the place has top-tier alcohol.
Oh boy.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Hop to it, people!
Is something on your mind, Sweet Lolly? You barely had anything to drink at dinner.
I didn't think anything could shake me at this age, but the closer we get to the final battle, the more worried I feel. You have an ancient name now, but the Ode of Resurrection only takes effect if you win. And the Pyro Archon's fate is pointing toward death.
No fate is set in stone.
I believe in you. And thank you. Your words mean a lot.
All right, I'm ready. Oh.
No, not at all.
Yes, that's right. So I should really walk it off. Come on, let's run the final test. All set, Shilonen?
Yeah, just need to check one more thing, and yeah, okay, we're good.
All right, I'll stand next to you and monitor your connection to the ley lines. It shouldn't take long, but you need to look out for one thing. This test relies on the same principles as the Spirit Speaker Stone. I heard about what happened when you used it last time.
Oh yeah, abyssal power kept surging out. If Chaska hadn't destroyed the stone, Vichama would have been consumed by the abyss!
That's exactly what I'm worried about. All this time, our final foe has continued to corrode the ley lines from the depths of the Night Kingdom. Your resistance to its power is remarkable. But you need to tell me if either of us notices something off, the test ends. Got it?
I'll be fine.
Don't worry, I'll use elemental power to take care of that. This isn't exactly a picnic in the park, but everyone knows you never leave trash behind. Shilonen, I'm ready to Paimon, give us a...
Oh, okay.
Let's do this.
Whoa, that light is beautiful! It's exactly like when we used the Spirit Speaker Stone!
Your connection to the ley lines looks good. I can sense the Lord of the Night. Your soul is remarkable. Such a strong presence. Even on par with the Lord of the Night. Looks like the Lord of the Night has accepted this name and acknowledged you as its bearer. No surprise there, considering we only got this far because of her. Stable connection to the ley lines, no unexpected fluctuations, both good signs. How do you feel, Traveler?
Then
all
it
good.
looks like your ancient name is good to go. That...
Wait, look, something
No need to panic, Paimon. The damage to the ley lines has allowed these soul-like beings to leak out onto the surface. It's just because of the ritual. It makes it so that everyone can see them. I know they look like ghosts, but it shouldn't last long. Although, there shouldn't be this many.
Home. This way.
Shilonen, stop the test! We've already confirmed what we came here for.
Got it.
What's going on?
I see. It wasn't just escaped souls. The ritual attracted all the souls in the surrounding area.
Surrounding area?
The Night Kingdom is getting weaker by the day, especially in its capacity to accept souls. After death, many souls fail to return to the ley lines. Once a soul becomes lost, it can never return to the Night Kingdom. Lost souls can only wander listlessly, gradually fading from existence before disappearing entirely.
Please, take me back. I cannot.
So the connection we established to the Night Kingdom, that's what drew them here?
Yes. The Traveler's soul is powerful, so the echoes coming back from the Night Kingdom were loud and strong. Some of these souls never made it to the ley lines. Others escaped from the Night Kingdom, and even more don't come from Natlan. Complicated doesn't even begin to describe it.
So, they've always been around? We just couldn't see them
They
most of
saved
We
them.
can try. Returning souls to the ley lines, that's exactly why my people He has a remarkable ability to perceive souls. Even after the failed ceremony, he made it his mission to travel around Natlan and return. But most of the time, having the ability to perceive souls means watching them wither in agony.
So you're saying there will always be those that we can't save?
That's right. But saving some is still better than saving none at all. After all, souls that disappear can never be reborn. That has to be true loneliness. The knowledge that you've been
And we have to
abandoned by
do
the world.
something.
Yeah, we should try to save...
The soul.
Vicham.
Oh, I know you. I didn't think we would meet again. Especially like this. Using the Spirit Speaker Stone meant so much to me. Thank you, Citlali. I finally had the chance to say that in person.
Enough of that. What happened to you?
You didn't make it through the battle?
You're from the Scions of the Canopy? During the battle, your tribe was...
It's okay. The battle finally gave me the chance to fulfill my dream. Back then, I missed my chance at the Night Warden Wars. I wasn't about to let that happen twice. I scouted the location and direction of the attacks, so I could tell Chief Wyna the safest way to evacuate. Those with grappling hooks escaped through the air. Everyone else banded together on the ground to break through the front. But people needed information, so I stayed behind until the very end.
Oh, you're a true hero.
Thank you, but that's not why I did it. I did it for the future of my tribe and the future of Natlan. The battle gave me back my sense of purpose, that's all I wanted. And anyway, I was supposed to see Malco again. I thought we would witness Natlan's rebirth together, but the Night Kingdom...
Even though you're a hero of Natlan? How could that happen?
I'm sorry. The Lord of the Night didn't do it on purpose, I can promise you that. The ley lines are in terrible shape. Even the Ode of Resurrection is no longer working like it should.
I know. She can't help it. I get it. It just feels like fate is...
No, it hasn't been long since the battle. Give me some time. It doesn't matter. I have to try. A hero of Natlan deserves a better fate than this.
This... feeling... Is this the Night Kingdom?
Looks like this method worked on you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. People don't always have the nicest things to say about you. But shows what they know.
That's a given.
If I may, what about the others? Can you save them too?
We're sorry.
Don't apologize. You're doing everything you can. This isn't anyone's fault. Let this land bear witness to my final wish for this world. From now on, may every soul in Natlan find haven and home.
I promise you, Vichama. I will not abandon the ley lines to their fate.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Let me go back.
He's
Please, my child is waiting for me.
we're gonna.
I'm sorry. Too much time has passed. There's nothing I can do.
Home? Here?
She's one of the souls that overflowed from the Night Kingdom. She can no longer go back there.
Home.
We're sorry. If there was anything we could do...
She's at her limit. Just getting here has taken all her strength.
Let me go back. Let me go.
The Night Kingdom isn't responding. That means its doors are closed.
Why? I fought my...
I'm sorry. The ley lines are overwhelmed.
Why? Who does it even matter?
Of course you matter! Wait!
On.
Absolute helplessness. I'm so...
Yeah. I think I end it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Continue this day. Bye.